Good morning, everyone. I would just got caught up on introductions and thought it might be a good idea to just pop in and hopefully put your minds at ease a little bit. I know that the RHI exam and that kind of like looming over you is stressful, and I completely understand. Um, the intent of this course is really one, debrief from your PPEs, right? I want to just say something really quick about that too. Your PPE presentations, I don't want you to stress about them. You're essentially telling the story of your PPE, okay? All of you had very different experiences. Some of you had great projects. Some of you didn't have the greatest projects. It's okay. That was your experience, right? Um, just share. Um, take a deep breath. Don't stress about it, okay? You're just telling us about your experience. But of course, if you have questions or concerns, reach out to me. I'm happy to meet with you to kind of go over some things if you know what to include, what not to include. What do I do about this? I'm happy to talk through those things with you. Um, regarding the RHI exam and prep in this course. So I have unit one just pulled up here on my screen. So this weekend by Sunday, I want you to take the mock RHI exam number one. There's instructions here. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any trouble with your code, please call the AHIMA help desk or their customer service number. If you haven't gone in and tried to use that code, please do so before Saturday or Sunday. Obviously, I'll give you more time, but waiting to the last minute and then realizing your code doesn't work, will be stressful for you. And Ahima will get back to you this weekend. So just take a few minutes to check that out. I know some students had some trouble before the course started, but as far as I know, things have been resolved and things through Ahima. So I also don't want you to feel like you need to prepare in any way for this mock exam. This is like honestly the best way to just get a really good baseline of where you're at. Okay. Um, unfortunately, AHIMA changed their systems. They actually have implemented Brightspace now for their like learning management system. So you're going to be taking the exam, the mock exams through what looks very much like what you have here at CSS. So it's a nice thing. The unfortunate part is with that, they used to give out these really great reports that showed you how you scored on each of the domains of the RHI exam. They don't do that anymore. You just get like an overall score, but you are able to like go back and review the questions that you got wrong, and those kinds of things. So make sure that you're, you know, able to do that. Go back, take a look at those questions. The best way I found to prepare for the exam, um, that I did, way back in the day when I took it was just taking all of the questions and answering all the exam prep questions in that RHI exam prep book. They give you the like information in the back of the book where to find the information related to that question. And even if you don't have that specific textbook that they're referencing, hopefully you'll be able to like find information on the internet or even through the Oaks and Waters textbook. We used to do all these really creative things for RHI exam prep, and when we reached out to other programs to see what they were doing for RHI exam prep, we were kind of like shocked. We were making it way more difficult than we needed to because I think 95% of them said they use the Oaks and Waters textbook for their RHI exam prep. So that is what we have done. And all of you should have that. So I think between the RHI exam prep book and the Oaks and Waters textbook, you guys will have the resources you need to prepare for and pass the RHI exam. Okay? So with that said, just a little bit about RHI exam prep in this course. So like I said, take this exam before Sunday, um, and don't be upset by your score, please, because just you and me are going to see the results, and it's just to give you a baseline to kind of know what to study and to let yourself just be vulnerable and, kind of just take it as it is. Okay. Um, Here's the assignment regarding your PPE presentation. So start working on that as you have time here, and then sign up for a PPE presentation time slot if you haven't done so already. And then our second discussion in the class is for you guys to do a little research and find out, what advice is out there for exam prep and study tips. Okay. And to also share what's worked for you. There are quite a few of you in here that have your RHIT already, so sharing what you did last time. And if that worked for you, hopefully you can do the same thing and replicate that for the RHI exam. Now we have these RHIA exam prep activities. I have 4 of them set up. Okay. So like I said, it used to be really easy to determine which domains you needed to focus on. It's not so easy anymore. But if you can go through the results of your RHIA practice exam number 1, and if you see any trends, um, definitely make note of those. And so the one thing that you could do is I have this document here that shows you the RHIA exams domains and then the correlating Oaks and Waters textbook chapters. So if you find that you really struggled in the area of compliance and maybe HIPAA and privacy and confidentiality questions, then check out this domain. And then I would focus your RHI exam prep activities on the chapters related to um, those domains or that domain. But if you're kind of all over the board, you can pick and choose. You don't need to um, do that either. You can just pick ones that sound interesting to you, but you're basically going to need to read 4 chapters in the Oaks and Waters book. I'm going to go back here, show you the checklist. The assignment is, here we go. So you're going to, mine of course looks different because I'm an instructor, but you're going to read the chapter in the Oaks and Waters textbook. You're going to complete the chapter, check your understanding activities. I don't need to see those. Those are for you to do on your own. But then you're going to take the corresponding chapter quiz in the RHI exam prep quizzes, Oaks and Waters module here in Brightspace. What that is you go back to your learning activities or content, scroll down, you're going to see this RHI exam prep quizzes, Oaks and Waters. Okay, so if you did chapter 4, if you read chapter 4, completed those, check your understandings, then you take this quiz. The quiz is what is due for that assignment for that week. So next week by Sunday, you need to do the first one, which is, I'm going back to my learning activities, maybe. Here we go. Sorry about that, my computer. Um, you'll do that. And once I see that you've completed that quiz, I will come in here and I will give you the points associated with this exam prep activity. Okay, so we have 1 in Unit 1. I believe there's 2 in Unit 2. Yep, there's 2 in Unit 2. Unit 3, you get a little reprieve because, oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Maybe it's Unit 4. I can't remember, but um, there's 1 in Unit 3. And then I think Unit 4, yeah, Unit 4, you don't have any of those because you're going to take that second practice exam at that time. So don't don't stress about any of this. This is just a kind of way to get you guys thinking about how you want to study for the RHI exam. Obviously, you're going to need to do that after this course ends, and I want you to have a plan in place. Okay. The other thing I want to just quick mention here, I do have this mock interview exercise, which is listed as extra credit at this point. I just talked with the Career Services Department at CSS. They've changed their mock interview platform, the software that they use for that. And so don't do this yet. I'm going to update it. But for those of you that are really focused on the job search, this would be a great tool for you to use. You can sure do it in class for extra credit, but you can also use it after the course ends as a tool. But we'll talk a little bit more about career services and what they can offer you as well, to help you in that job search as we go along. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions as we move along here, please don't ever hesitate to reach out and ask me. I'm happy to meet with you as well. Um, if we need to have a Zoom meeting or anything, okay? All right. Have a great week, everyone.